Alright, so let me give you kind of an example of life here on the homestead. Coldest day of the year. 6 to 12 inches are falling right now as we speak. And I come down to realize I have a problem with my water supply setup. This pipe coming through the wall right here is what used to come in from the swimming pool, which fed our water supply into the barrel here, right? And then we pumped out the barrel through this 12-volt supply out to the main lines right there, so you had water all throughout the house. Well, I come to fill up this barrel right here using our well, because the pool, if you've watched our previous videos, we had a slight issue with our swimming pool and our water supply. So I come on, I turn this valve on right here to fill up the barrel, little cistern barrel right here, and it's not filling up properly. So I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? I check, my main is open, my valve right after the main, which is a backup basically, is open, and this valve is open, but hardly any water's coming out. So then all of a sudden, I notice if you look through the hole, right, where is it at? Right out there, this pipe is broke. See it? It's broke. So now I get to go outside to fix a pipe that I'm no longer even using because it's screwing me on the coldest day of the year while 6 to 12 inches of snow's falling. Life on Homestead. Let's go get it done. Alright, so anyway, show you real quick. This is the swimming pool we used to use as our water supply. Had a downspout right here. So every time it rained, right, the water would fill up the swimming pool. If it didn't rain for, quite some time, I could always just turn on the well and fill up the top off the pool using the well. But about 2 weeks ago, a giant windstorm, we had 60-mile-an-hour plus winds, blew in the side over there, bent all the structure, blew in the sidewall, ripped the brand new, well, it was almost a year old liner, and collapsed my swimming pool, so that did away with that. So we haven't been using the pool anyway as our water supply, as our gray water supply, I should say, or we didn't drink it. I mean, you could, it was clean, there's nothing wrong with it, but we didn't drink it. We always drink bottled water that we have delivered to us in 5-gallon things in our water cooler, both in the house and in my gym for my clients and stuff. We just use this, for washing clothes, washing dishes, that kind of thing, taking baths, showers. Anyway, let's go underneath here and take a look. Right here, as you can see anyway, was the feed line, right? About 3 inches off the bottom, would come up and over via siphon, and then we'll go underneath the deck here and take a look at what happened. All right, so, let me see if I can get a look here. If you see there was the, let me move over here underneath. One good thing is we're underneath the deck to do this work, so we won't be getting snowed on too badly. You got to find the positives when you're living homestead off-grid. Anyway, there was an on-off valve there just for, whatever, if I needed an extra way of shutting something off in case something happened, in case something happened in this line, like it bursting at the worst possible time. It would run up there, and then right there, it came through the wall, which we looked at inside before we came out here. Up there is where we need to get to fix it. What I'm going to do, because I don't know what I'm going to do yet, is I'm going to cut that right there, leaving as much on that end of the ball valve as possible, and then cut it down. Where's it at? Right there where it meets in the union. I'll cut it just this side of the union. I'll do away with everything else because, like I said, obviously this pool's coming down. We're going to use a different source, a different setup. But for now, I'm going to reuse that ball valve. I'll glue a union on the end of the broken piece that comes out from inside, and we'll use this ball valve and that piece of pipe, and it'll just lead to nowhere, but I'll be able to shut it off. And then in the future, I'll be able to extend off of the other side of the ball valve there and do whatever I plan on doing in the future. So let's go up there and take a look. We'll go up there, cut that off. We'll cut this off down here, and we'll be back up and running here shortly, hopefully. Anyway, there's my well, by the way. It's underneath here. I gotta get a new lid. Somebody may or may not have dropped a cinder block on that. Let's get started. Hear my rooster in the background. He's probably pissed off. He's got to sit out here in the snow too. But anyway, like I said, we'll cut this. Actually, I think I'll cut it, leave a little bit of space if I want to reuse this bit here. I have something to glue back onto. So we'll cut it. We'll cut it just this way of half. Because I don't know that I'll use that, but I do know I'm going to use this. So we'll leave a little bit more on that side. Let's get that done. Alright, so that was easy enough. Now we'll move down to the other end and cut the other end off. Alright, so we're here at the very first union right here. And this is what I'm going to use, like one of these right here. It's called a union. I'll glue one of these on the end of the piece that's still on the pipe inside, the one that comes through the wall. I'll glue it on there, and then we'll re-glue this piece that has the ball valve on the end of it on there, and everything will be able to shut off. You'll see what I'm talking about just here in a minute. This one, it doesn't really matter where I cut it, because like I said, it's just a temporary thing right now. It'll just, basically what it'll do is fix the problem, allow me to shut off the supply from coming out here anymore, and then it'll give me an extra ball valve in place that I can use to shut off before or after water breaks next time. Let's cut this one. Well, homestead life is basically all about expecting the unexpected and trying to be prepared for everything, even though you know it's impossible. So I cut the other end. There was the first end down there, right? That had the ball valve on it. Figured I'd just cut this off. We glue a union right here, and then put the other end of the union on the end of the pipe that comes through the house, right? Well, that's what we're going to do, but minor setback. That's ice. That's why the pipe broke in the first place. This should have been empty. I don't understand how it wasn't, but it wasn't. There's no way around that. So I'm going to have to let this sit down here in the basement by the wood burner over here in the home gym and let it defrost before we can go out there and fix this little issue. Did I mention it was cold outside today? Alright, so as we use my washer as a pipe prop, this is what I was talking about. It basically looks kind of like a piece of pipe for you guys that don't know. Half of it will slide on this end of the pipe, glued on, and then the other end of the pipe will slide into here, glued on, and it'll join the two pipes together. That's how you fix a broken pipe. Anyway, I had the pipe sitting over there in front of the wood burner. I turned my back for a second, and I heard an explosion that scared the living crap out of me. I turned back, and the dog's in his cage, so he's waiting on a bath. And that ice exploded out of there, shot out like a cannon, scared the living crap out of me. Whew. I mean, it sounded like a cannon. All right, I'm going to glue this end on inside where it's nice and warm. Then we'll go back outside and get this done. See if I can do this with one hand, but always first thing to do is clean the surface. Uh-oh, it's going to slide. Clean the surface with primer. Right, it's going to slide off, so I'll just show you basically. You just go round and round and round about the first 2 inches. Clean it off with the primer, then apply the glue once it's dry. All right, now with everything glued back up here, we got to get up there. This can come out of the way. We can see where it broke here in a minute. But we got to get up there. Yeah, this is heavy as hell, full of ice. We can see it broke. See it? Yeah, pipe broke. I hope it's clean enough up there where I can cut it on a straight thing to get a straight seal on there. But that's where it broke. We'll go up and take a look up there where it broke. All right, it looks like we got a problem here. You can see where it broke and how it broke. That is not going to give us enough outside. This is the part that broke out here. This was supposed to go in there, but it broke off, and I was hoping it was more of a straight break, but it's not. it's splintered, and I don't think we're going to be able to cut that off clean outside. We may have to go inside, which was what I was hoping to avoid, and cut it inside, and then slide the new pipe through and glue it inside. I was hoping to have extra space out here to be able to do it. It would have been much better, but it don't look like that's going to happen. Alright, so I had to get my son involved. I cut it inside, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that or not. Not very much light in here. But I cut it from the inside because there was no place to do it on the outside. Now I'm going to have him pull it out of the hole. Go ahead, boy, pull it out. All the way out. Throw it up under the deck somewhere for now. Now you grab that other piece with the ball valve on it, slide it through so we can glue it together. Up. It's got to come up. Up. Push your end down. Pull my end up. Hold on a minute. Let me grab it. Anyway, there you have it. The new sleeve is right here. That's the end of the pipe that came through the wall. That's the sleeve. On the other side of the wall, there's a pipe just like this that comes in there, you know, like we showed you before. I wanted this all to be on the outside about 8 or 10 inches. Would have gave me more room for future accidents. Preferably on about 70-degree days with a cool breeze. Would have been a much better day to do this. But it seems as we are done, I'm going to let that dry for about 45 seconds to a minute and a half. And then we will turn the water back on. Check back in a bit. Give you a real quick shot from back here so you can kind of see what's going on a little bit better. If you guys would like me to walk you through exactly how I have all of this set up in another video, my off-grid water system, let me know and I'll go do another separate video just explaining exactly how I have my piping plumbed in and exactly what and how we're doing it. Cold water, hot water. I can show you, like I said, in another video. If you're interested, appreciate you guys watching. Well, actually, I'll wait a minute to sign off and make sure this is actually working. Anyway, there you have it, all fixed up, glued back together, and working, no problems. Other than the fact I had to go outside in I think it's 8 degrees now. It's a warming trend. Heat wave up to 8 degrees, I believe now. 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing. And there's about 7.5, maybe 8 inches of snow on the ground now. But other than that, it was no big deal. All fixed up, ready to go. Back in business. Water here again. Once again here at Extreme Living Homestead. Take it easy. Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for all your support. Let me know again down below if you'd like to see a separate video explaining exactly step-by-step how we set up our off-grid water system. Appreciate you guys watching. Take it easy, and I will see you. Bye.